Hey wild-hearted yogis, welcome to another powerful flow. Today we're going to be focusing on our calves. So we're going to be needing a block. If you have a block nearby or a book, it'll be helpful for later on in the flow. And yeah, I know that calves can be pretty intense, so I'd like to offer up the intention of not suffering through this, but softening into it. So one of my very first teachers, Nick's dog, used to say suffer or soften. And I know it's easy to muscle through poses sometimes, but today on your mat, think about how you can lengthen and melt into your poses. So with that, let's get started on our backs in Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of your feet to touch. Have your knees splay out wide to either side. And bring one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. And gently tuck your pelvis by bringing your navel in towards your spine so that you can zip up your low back on the floor and melt your shoulders down into the mat. Start breathing through your nose. Inhaling through for 4 counts and exhaling, letting all of your air go. Make your breath audible so that you can start to build an internal fire. And this breath, this Ujjayi breath, this victorious breath, is an indicator and a tool to share with you, are you suffering or are you softening in a pose? You'll know if you're suffering because your breath will be short. And you'll know if you're softening because your inhales and exhales will be equally as long. So start that easeful Ujjayi breath here. Inhale and exhale. Two more like that. Inhale. Make your exhale even longer. Last one in Supta Baddha Konasana. And then drape your left leg down on the mat, root down through your left heel, and take your right knee up and into your chest. You can interlace your fingers in front of your shin. And we're just going to take the knee up and around the rib cage here to massage out your ascending colon. So pull your knee up in towards your right armpit. And flex all 10 toes to keep your left heel grounded and your right foot active. And release your bind at the front of your shin and take your right heel up to the sky. Keep your toes flexed. And then for supine splits, you can grab behind your thigh or your calf for a hamstring stretch. And so here, soften through your upper body. Soften through your quad so you can strengthen your hamstring. Then draw your right knee back in towards your chest. Take the outside of your right foot into the crux of your left elbow. And then interlace your fingers in front of your right shin. Peel your shoulder blades up off the mat and start to floss out your hip joint by gently rocking it side to side. Keep that left heel grounded, or you can stamp down through the left foot for a little bit more stability. And then pull your right knee deeper in towards your chest. Feel the stretch in your IT band. And then gently release this side. Right heel comes down to the mat. Left knee comes up and into the chest. And then take it around the rib cage. Interlace your fingers at the front of the shin. Keep all 10 toes flexed. Root down through your lumbar spine. Pull your belly button in. Draw it through to your mat. And then take your left heel up to the sky for supine splits. So supine just means we're laying down. So find the place on the back of your leg where you can get the deepest expression without pulling your right heel up off the mat. Keep your upper body relaxed, shoulders out of your ears, and bring your toes closer to your face with your exhales. Then draw the left knee out to the side, peel the shoulder blades up off the mat, take the outside of the foot into the right elbow pit, and then you can floss out the joint. Gently rock it from side to side. And open up that hip a little bit. And then you can plant that right foot down to pull your left knee in towards your chest and get a deeper stretch. And gently release this foot down. Retuck the pelvis, zip up through the low spine, and drag all of your toes towards your face so that you're pointing your heels to the sky. And then interlace your fingers behind your head or place your hands underneath your sacrum. We're gonna drop the right heel down. You can peel your shoulders up off the mat and bring it back up, drop the left heel down. So choose the arm variation that works best for you so that you can keep your face soft, you can keep your eyes soft, and your breath flowing. Link your breath with your movement. So on your exhales, you're dropping the heel. On your inhale, you're pulling your toes to your face for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause with the right heel hovered 2 inches off of the mat, and then reach both hands to the outside of your left thigh, little pulses. So reach out like you're reaching for something you really want, and pulse your chest closer to your left thigh. Belly button is still engaged towards the spine. Okay, keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Right heel comes up, left heel hovers. Both hands come to the outside of the right leg, and then pulse here. Reaching for your block or your water bottle. And keeping your shoulder blades high up off that mat. Low back zipped up. 3, 2, 1. Good. Then draw both knees to stack over your hips. Flex all 10 toes. Hands come behind the head for yogi bicycles. So right elbow to left knee, hover the right foot, and switch it over to the other side. And take this, the pace that works for you and your breath. So if you feel your breath is starting to get short and you're starting to suffer, bring your breath back into it to soften. 3 more each side. 2. Last one. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a hug and squeeze. And then rock forwards and back on your mat and come to tabletop. Hips are stacked over your knees. Shoulders are stacked over your wrists. Spread your fingers out really, really wide. And then turn your fingers to face the back of your mat. Today we're going to take some cat-cows with wrist stretches. So on your inhale, drop your belly and press down through the heels of your hands. Then on your exhale, look in toward your navel, arch your spine to the sky. Inhale, drive your palms down and open up your chest. Exhale, look in towards your midline, arch through your upper spine. One more cow pose. On your inhale, drop your belly. Exhale, cat pose, dome out your upper back. Then come back to a neutral tabletop. So neutralize the pelvis by drawing the space between your belly button and your pubic bone up and in. And then return your hands to face true north. So point your fingers to the front of your mat. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips up to the sky for downward facing dog. And pedal out your feet here. Draw your right heel down, then your left. And find ease in your upper body, sukha. So you can shake your head yes or shake your head no. And come to stillness in your heels. Wrap your biceps around your upper arm bones. And plug your upper arm bones into the shoulder sockets. So you're really stable through the hands. Then draw your left foot to the center of your mat. Take your right foot, big toe and second toe will grab the back of your left heel and guide it down to the mat for stacked down dog. This is a really juicy stretch in the back side of the left leg. And if you're not really feeling it, you can scurry that left foot back so you have a longer stance in your down dog, and then draw your heel down to the mat, again with the right foot. We'll switch sides. This time right foot comes to the center. Left foot will assist with big toe and second toe. Draw it down to the mat. And stay active in the upper body. So pull your shoulder blades in towards your spine. Melt them away from your ears. We'll come back to downward facing dog, feet hips width distance. Then on your inhale, look between your hands. Exhale, take little steps with straight legs. So see if you can keep piked through your hips, and using your core, step your feet up to your hands. We'll take gorilla pose, slide your palms underneath your feet so your toes tickle your wrists. And re-engage through the shoulder blades. So feel the muscles in your mid-back light up as you pull your shoulder blades towards your spine. This will help to keep a flat back. And shift the weight into your toes. And play here. See if you can lift up through your heels a little bit. And release your hands. Heel toe your feet to touch. And on an inhale, halfway lift, but sweep your arms back. Activate your triceps by reaching them higher to the sky. And reach out through all 10 fingers, palms shine towards the floor. One more inhale, lengthen through your tailbone. Then exhale, melt down, forward fold. Inhale, rise up to mountain pose and come all the way up onto your tippy toes. Activating the calves right away in our sun A. Pull the belly up and in, come higher up onto the toes. Then on your exhale, ball of yarn. So round and curl through the spine, bend through your knees, grab opposite elbows. And drop your hands, halfway lift, but keep your heels really high. Draw your sacrum to the sky. On your exhale, step your left foot back for a low lunge. Ooh, pops and cracks are welcome. Front knee stacked over the front ankle. Plant your left hand on your inhale, grounded twist. Right arm sweeps to the sky. And then check in with your left hip. If it's dropped down, square it back off with the right. On your exhale, runner start. So you'll drop the right hand and then bend and hover through the left knee. Flex through the right toes and come all the way onto the heel. This is a really deep hamstring stretch. So if you need to back out, hip can lift on the left side. If you want to go deeper, hip drops. And rebend through the right knee. Drop the left knee for crescent moon. Arms sweep up by the ears. Hip flexor reaches down towards the mat. And pull your belly in. Re-engage through the low core. Look up between your hands. Take an inhale. And exhale, half splits. So different than runner start, the back knee's grounded. Right toe still flexed. Crawl the fingers towards the heel for a deeper stretch. Pull the right hip back. On your inhale, come to standing splits. Plant both palms. Reach your left foot up to the sky. And then square off the hips. Drawing the left pinky toe down helps. Then exhale, step together, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back, high plank. So rock forwards and back on your toes here in your high plank. Just to move around the synovial fluid in your joints. Have a little fascia release. And to find a little bit more opening through the wrists, this helps. And then come to stillness, pull your belly button up and in. Rock all the way onto your toes. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower all the way down onto your belly. And interlace your fingers behind your skull. Press through the tops of your feet. And on an inhale, lateral lift through the front side body. So activate the lats. Pull your shoulders out of your ears. Take another inhale. Exhale, melt the forehead down. So when this gets challenging, bring ease into your breath. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, melt down. One more, inhale, lift up. And exhale, melt it down. Hands come by your sides. Engage your abs, press up to high plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to your hands. On your exhale, step, jump, float to the top. Halfway lift, sweep those arms back, activate the triceps. Exhale, fold. Mountain pose, rise all the way up onto your tippy toes, lengthen through your quads. And then exhale, tuck and curl, ball of yarn, grab the elbows. Inhale, plant the hands, lift the heels, halfway lift. Then exhale, step the right foot back, low lunge. Knee stacks over the heel on the left side. The right heel is over the toes. Take a nice long stance, maybe shimmy the foot back. Then plant the right hand, inhale to a grounded twist. Left arm peels to the sky. Then draw that shoulder blade down your back to open up your chest a little bit more. On your exhale, drop that lifted hand. Bend through the right knee, runner start. Keep it hovering off the mat. So belly pulls up and in. Right quad is engaged. Feel your left hamstring open up. Then crescent moon, bend through the left knee. Drop the right, untuck the toes. Inhale the arms up. And then drop the hips down on the exhale. Stay here for your inhale, look between your hands. Then exhale, half split. So back knee stays down. Move from the midline. Hips can stay lifted or come over the right heel. Flatten your back, draw your shoulder blades out of your ears. Then standing splits, plant the hands, right leg reaches high. Look towards your left knee so your chin is tucked in towards your chest. Lift the right foot a little bit higher. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, sweep those arms back. Then exhale, high to low plank. So come all the way down to low plank. Elbows draw in towards your ribs. Retuck the pelvis, pull the belly up and in. And draw the shoulders down the back. 90-degree bend in the elbows. And press up high plank, inhale. Exhale, low plank. Bring ease into this with your breath. Inhale, press up. Exhale, bend the elbows. One more, inhale, press up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Upward facing dog, release all of that. Press through the tops of your feet. Open up through your collarbones. Then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to your hands. Exhale, step, jump, hop. Halfway lift, sweep the arms back. Exhale, melt it down, fold. Tiptoe mountain pose. As you rise, lengthen through your side bodies. And then hug everything in, round and curl. Inhale, heel lift, halfway lift, tailbones high. Left foot steps back on the exhale. Inhale, sweep the right arm open, rounded twist. Exhale, drop it and hover the left knee for runner start. Feel that stretch in the right side. And drop the left knee. Inhale, crescent moon. Maybe take it up and back. And then exhale, keep that back knee dropped for half splits. Shift the weight. Standing splits, palms plant. Nose tucks in. Then exhale, step together, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, reach those arms back. Then exhale, chaturanga. High to low plank. Upward facing dog on your breath in. Downward facing dog, breath out. Inhale, look to your hands. And exhale, make it easy. Do a little float. Inhale, halfway lift, sweep the arms back. And exhale, release down and fold. Mountain pose, rise. Come all the way up onto your tippy toes. And exhale, ball of yarn. Use your core to round and curl. Inhale, halfway lift with the heels high. Exhale, right foot steps back, low lunge. Right hand plants, easy twist, grounded twist to the left. Then exhale, runner start, hover that back knee. Drop it for crescent moon. Find softness in the front body, take it up and back. And exhale, half split, shift the weight. Standing splits, crawl forward, plant through the palms, inhale. Exhale, forward fold, feet together. Inhale, halfway lift, broaden through the chest. And exhale, chaturanga. You can jump back, bend your elbows if you do. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. On your inhale, sweep your right leg high to the sky, but draw the heel straight from the ground, straight back from the hip. So your hips stay square. And reach down through the left heel to open up the left hamstring even more. Now bend and stack. Right heel reaches to the glute, right knee reaches to the sky. Right shoulder stays squared with the left. Where can you find some ease here? Maybe it's in your breath or in the crown of your head. Your neck is loose. Inhale, reach the right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, sweep your knee in towards your nose. Inhale, reach it up and back. And exhale, step it through, low lunge, toes come to thumb. And on your inhale, reach up for crescent lunge. And as you reach your arms up, reach your right heel up too. So heel lift, crescent lunge, waking up the calves. And the psoas on the left side, feel it open up. On your exhale, devotion pose. Hover your back knee, cactus out your arms. Feel a deeper stretch in the left quad, left hip flexor. Then plant the front heel, straighten that front leg, but keep the lat pull in the upper body, cactusing the arms. On your exhale, extended pyramid. So your back leg will stay right where it is, heel over the toes. Your front leg will have a micro bend in the knee. Palms can frame the right foot. And shift the weight into your right foot as you launch into half staff. Use the momentum to draw your left knee up and in towards your chest. Flex your left toes and reach out through your fingertips. On your exhale, sweep the leg back for curtsy lunge. So arms are teed out, left knee hovers about an inch off the floor, and then pulse up and down here to find the depth of your lunge in your body. And bring ease into your gaze. Maybe soften into a smile. And come to stillness. For grounded airplane, fingertips crawl forward, left leg reaches up and back. And gaze is set between the hands a few inches in front to keep broad through the collarbones. On your exhale, Shiva squat. Left knee comes behind the right. And hands can come to heart center for the balance challenge. And step the feet together for chair pose. Sweep your biceps up by your ears and your hips back and down. Re-engage through the low core, belly button up and in. On your exhale, drinking bird, arms sweep back, heels come up high, and hips come down low towards the heels. So find your deepest expression. And then drop the left heel for open staff, cactusing the arms, right knee draws out, right toes are flexed. On your exhale, asymmetrical standing split. So right foot reaches out towards the back corner of your room. and little pulses with the heel to get into your side seat. Strengthen your IT band. Find the highest height and then pulse from there. And then hold it at your highest height. Take a wide step, drop that lifted foot for reverse warrior. Bend through your left knee. Left bicep comes up and over your ear. Feel the intercostal muscle stretch. On your exhale, extended side angle with the heel lift. So lift up through that left heel, press down through that right foot, and like you're holding a ball between your hands, reach out and over your left thigh, pull your right shoulder blade back. Then drop that heel, open up to star pose. And on your exhale, goddess pose with lotus mudra and the heel lift. So hips sink down. Heels lift up high. Thumb and pinky fingers touch overhead, like you have a cup of life you're holding over your head. Keep your arms steady and your hips low. Then on your inhale, open up to star. Exhale, Skandasana to the front. Bend through the left knee, flex your right toes. Hands can come through heart center, or you can ground them down. But deep bend into the left knee. Open up through the inside of the right leg. Then plant your left hand. Inhale, sweep your right arm to the sky. Exhale, side plank. Right hand is the foundation, so switch the hands. Left leg comes up for a hover. And you can stay here, or you can take tree legs, drawing the left leg to the inside of the right thigh. And then drop the lifted hand. Keep the tree legs for high plank. Low plank, keep the tree legs, bend the elbows. Release the tree legs, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the left leg up and back, straight from the hip. Ground down through the right heel. Peel the left shoulder down if it popped up. And then bend and stack. Reach the heel to the glute. Feel the opposing motion as you lift your left knee up to the sky and drop your chest closer to your thigh. Nice and long through the spine, nice and easy with the breath. Inhale, reach your left foot up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, round and curl. Inhale the left leg up to three-legged dog. Then exhale, use your core with control. Sweep the toes to the thumb. And crescent lunge on your inhale. And as you rise, reach your left heel up off the mat. Sink your hips down low. Say hello to your left calf. And relax through your upper body. Ease into this pose by finding some softness. On your exhale, devotion pose. Cactus your arms and hover that back knee, but keep the front heel lifted. Feel the psoas stretch. And plant through that front foot, straighten the leg. Keep the lat hole in the arms, cactus them out. And activate the low lat, so feel these muscles down here engage. And drop the hands down, extended pyramid pose. Nice long stance in the feet. Nice and relaxed and soft through the upper body. And shift the weight into the left foot. Inhale the half staff. Right knee comes up and into the chest. Right toes are flexed. And then fingers are alive. Reach them up. Exhale, curtsy lunge. Tee out the arms. Hover that right knee. And little pulses here. Keeping active through the midline. Zip it up like a corset. Find the depth in this pose. And come to stillness. Hands crawl forward for grounded airplane. Right leg reaches up to the sky. Keep broad through the chest. Gaze is set a few inches in front of the mat. Exhale, Shiva squat. Right knee behind left. Hands to heart center for the balance challenge if you choose. And feet step together from this depth, chair pose. Hips are really low from Shiva squat, so keep them there. If your shoulders are tweaky, hands through to heart center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, drinking bird, come onto your toes. Sweep your arms back and sink your hips low. Maybe they come down by your heels to a hover. Then on your inhale, open staff. Left knee comes up and out to the side. Left toes are flexed. Then on your exhale, drop the hands, asymmetrical standing splits. Left foot reaches to the back corner of your room. Pulse from the highest height. You can tent your fingers or ground the palms down. Keep lifting up through the left heel. And then come to stillness. And slowly drop the lifted foot down as you bend through your right knee for reverse warrior. Take it up and back. Reach your right knee out towards the right pinky toe. Stay long in the side body. And then on your exhale, come up high onto that right heel and reach your arms overhead for extended side angle. By engaging your obliques, lift your left shoulder up and back. Then drop the heel, come to star, inhale. Exhale, goddess pose, lotus mudra with lifted heels. So how high can you lift those heels? Like you're wearing high heels that are like way too high to keep on all night. Yeah, channel those and then sink your hips down a little bit further. Inhale, reach up, star, drop the heels. Exhale, Skandasana to the front. Bend through the right knee, flex the left toes. Bring ease back into the breath. And plant your right hand, lift your left arm on your inhale. Exhale, sweep it around to side plank. Left hand is the foundation. Right leg reaches up to the sky. And then take tree legs. Sole of the foot to the inside of the thigh. Drop the lifted hand, keep the tree legs, high plank. Exhale, low plank, tree legs. Release tree legs, upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Take a big breath in. Big breath out, let it go. Let's move through that like a meditation, bringing ease into each and every posture. Inhale your right foot up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale the right foot up. Exhale, step foot to thumb. Inhale, crescent lunge with the heel lift. Right heel peels up. Exhale, devotion pose. Hover the left knee, cactus the arm. Heel stays lifted. Drop the heel, straighten the front leg. Keep the arms cactused. Inhale. Exhale, extended pyramid pose, drop the chest. Inhale, half staff, left knee comes up and in towards your chest. Exhale, curtsy lunge, hover the left knee, tee out the arms. Grounded airplane, crawl the hands forward, left leg sweeps high. Exhale, Shiva squat, choose the hand variation. And step the feet together, chair pose from this depth, arms reach up. Exhale, drinking bird, come high up onto those tippy toes. And left foot plants. Inhale, open staff, cactus the arms, make it dramatic. Exhale, asymmetrical standing splits. Right leg reaches up and out to the side. Then drop the lifted foot, sweep open to reverse warrior, big breath in. Exhale, extended side angle, lift the heels, reach for that ball. Inhale, star pose, open up. Exhale, goddess, lotus mudra. Take the hand variation up over the head, sink the hips. Inhale, star pose, drop the heels. Exhale, Skandasana to the front, left knee bends. Plant left hand, inhale, right arm high. Exhale, side plank. Right hand plants down, left foot sweeps open, take tree legs. And then flow with the tree legs to low plank, Release them for upward facing dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Maybe knee to forehead. Inhale, reach. Exhale, toes to thumb. Inhale, crescent, and lift the heel as you rise. Keep the heel right there as you drop into devotion pose. Right knee hovers. Straighten that front leg, cactus out the arms. Then exhale, drop, extended pyramid. Weight shifts to the left foot. Inhale to half staff, right knee in. Exhale, curtsy lunge, chi out the arms, right knee hovers. Grounded airplane, belly pulls in, square off the hips. Exhale, Shiva squat. Hands can come to heart center. And then step the feet together, keep the hips low for chair pose, inhale. Exhale, drinking bird, come high up onto the tippy toes, lift through the heart. And then drop your right foot, open up, cactus the arms, left toes flex. Asymmetrical standing splits, left leg reaches up and back. And then plant the left foot, take it up to reverse your warrior on your inhale. Extended side angle, lift the right heel, reach up and over to the side. Inhale, star pose, lift the heart, soft through the front body. And exhale, goddess with lotus mudra, lift the heels, drop the hips. Star pose, big breath in. Exhale, skandasana, bend through your right knee. Lift your left arm on your inhale. Exhale, side plank, right foot reaches to the sky, and then take tree legs. On your exhale, vinyasa, flow with your tree legs to low plank, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, your right leg high. Exhale, foot to thumb. And crescent lunge, lift that heel right away. Commit to your deepest expression. Then exhale, cactus the arms, devotion pose, hover the knee. Straighten your front leg, push your hips back, and then drop the chest, extended pyramid, exhale. Half staff, inhale. Biceps come up by the ears, activate your hands. Exhale, curtsy lunge, pull the belly in. Crawl the fingers forward, grounded airplane, lift the left heel. Then exhale, Shiva squat. Round and curl through the spine. And then drop that lifted foot. Come to chair pose. Stay low in the hips. And come high up onto the tippy toes for drinking bird, arms sweep back. Left foot plants, open up, cactus the arms, open staff. Exhale, asymmetrical standing splits. Right foot reaches up and out. And gently drop the right foot. Sweep open, reverse your warrior. Big breath in. Exhale, extended side angle. Lift the heel. Reach the right bicep by your ear. And drop the heel, star pose. Inhale. Exhale, goddess lotus mudra. And how low can you drop in for your goddess today? And come to star pose, soft and open. And sweep to skandasana. Flex your right toes. Inhale, lift, buoyant, right arm high. Exhale, side plank. Take the tree legs and then flow, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. One more time through on the left side before we change it up. So inhale the left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale your left leg high. And step foot to thumb. Really high in the left heel for crescent lunge. Reach your arms up, lengthen your side bodies. And keep that length for devotion pose on the side. Just drop the knee. Straighten through the front leg, cactus the arms. And exhale, extended pyramid pose, drop the head. Inhale to half staff, so stay strong through the core, right knee up and in. Exhale, curtsy lunge, tee out the arms. Inhale, open staff. Oh, inhale, grounded airplane. Exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale, chair pose, step the feet together, arms sweep up. Exhale, drinking bird, come high up onto those toes, arms sweep back. And drop the right foot. Inhale, open staff. Left knee reaches out to the side. And drop the hands. Reach the left heel to the sky. And drop that foot, reverse your warrior. Take it all the way up and over. And exhale, extended side angle. Heel lifts, reach out to the side. Inhale, star pose, reach up. Exhale, goddess, lotus mudra. Maybe close your eyes to feel this deeply. Then drop the heels, star pose, inhale. Exhale, skandasana, like a ninja, sweep down to the front. Left arm high on the inhale. Exhale, side plank. Right leg reaches up, then take tree legs. Vinyasa on your exhale to low plank. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Take a big breath in through your nose. Lion's breath out, touch tongue to chin. One more like that. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, lion's breath. Gearing up for our final vinyasa of this class on each side. Where can you soften and bring ease into your shapes? Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, step foot to thumb, low lunge. And crescent lunge, but keep your heel grounded this time. Stay low through the hips. Stay long through the arms. And set your gaze at one point. Keep it right there. Make it easy. And slowly start to bring your hands to your heart center and pause here. Press the thumb into the sternum back into your thumbs. And then twist left elbow over your right knee. So we're grounded down in our foundation now. Feel the four corners of your right foot, root into the earth. And then peel your right shoulder blade down your back. Find ease in the upper body, lightness, and air quality. And look down to your right foot. Hover your back foot up, maybe wobble a little bit like me, and place it at a warrior one variation for your left side. So foot is at 11 o'clock. And here's where your block comes in. You can place it on the outside of your right foot. Left hand will plant. Right arm sweeps up for twisting triangle. Ensure that your hips are square, so you can bring your hand to your sacrum and shift your right hip back and your left hip forward. And then reset. Hand comes to the block. Arm sweeps up to the sky. And feel the opposing motion in your tailbone and in the crown of your head. They're drawing in opposite directions. Keep that long. Press through the back foot. Sweep your arm higher. Then drop that lifted hand. Come to grounded airplane. Left leg high. Then exhale, curtsy lunge. Left foot will step behind. And take angel wing arms. So grab your elbows underneath your right thigh. Keep your left knee hovering. You can round and curl through the spine. And then release your angel wing arms. Step your feet together and inhale to chair pose. Pull your belly in. Drop your hips back and down. And get solid in your heels. Then on your exhale, get buoyant in your heels. Bring them up over your toes. Sweep your arms back. Drinking bird. And like an elevator, press through the balls of your feet as your heels are high and come to standing palm tree pose. And then exhale, slowly bend through your knees. As slow as you can go, come back to drinking bird. Drinking bird, sweep your arms back, hips stay low. And slowly press up to palm tree pose. Palms shine towards the front of your space. Come high up onto the heels. And drop back into drinking bird. Control the descent. Pull your belly button up and in. And drop your left foot. And I'll face you so you can see me. And inhale your right knee up for half stack. Shoulders melt down your back. Get solid and strong in the standing leg. So maybe lift your left toes and activate your quad. And with that strong standing leg, take your right foot and place it to the top of your right thigh for hot tree pose. So you can stay right here. You can draw your right hand into the center of your chest. Or if you feel that you're stable in your strong standing leg, press your right foot into the top of your left thigh, flex your toes, and draw your other hand to heart center for hot tree pose. And if you're feeling straight and strong and solid here, slowly start to hinge from the hips. Gaze shifts to the floor, and hands come to the mat. And if you can keep that tree leg on the right side, start to come up onto your left toes and sink your hips down so that they hover over your left heel. Right toes are flexed for toe stand. So this is our peak pose today. And if you'd like to test your balance, left hand comes to the center of your chest, and right hand comes to the center of your chest. And play there, see what's possible. Where can you bring some more ease into this? And we'll reverse the way that we came out. So hands plant, straighten through the left leg, and start to stack the shoulders over the hips. Hands come back through heart center. And slowly release your hot tree pose and fold forward. Feet come to hips with distance. Take your peace sign fingers and grab your big toes. Draw your elbows out to the sides. And then leading with your heart, pull up onto your toes to drop your chest close to your thighs. Find the sukha here in this pose, the ease. By releasing your upper body, no tension in the neck or the shoulders. Nice and relaxed through the upper body. And slowly release your hands. And then step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your left leg high to the sky. Exhale, draw your knee in towards your nose. Inhale, reach your left leg up and back. And then sweep your toes to your left thumb. Finding a solid foundation here in both feet. Draw your inner thighs together and then come up to crescent lunge. So really strong through the legs. Sukha, effort in the legs. And ease, lightness through the upper body. Reach the fingers out and up. Pull the front ribs together, re-engage the core. Slowly bring your hands to heart center. And then twist your right elbow over your left knee. Find your stability. And gaze can come to one point on the ceiling. And twist here from your upper body. So find that the twist comes from the mid-back to the shoulders. And look down at your left foot. Slowly hover your right foot and bring it to a warrior one stance. So toes are at 2 o'clock. And straightening that front leg, come to twisted triangle. You can always use that block outside of the left foot. Left arm sweeps high. To help keep the hips square, press through the back heel to engage that leg and press through the front heel, lift the front toes. So your sukha strong in the legs and light and airy through the upper body. And then release this to grounded airplane, right leg reaches. Then exhale, curtsy squat, angel wing arms. Grab underneath the left thigh and sink your right knee low. Step your feet together for chair pose. Re-engage through that low belly. So feel it knit onto your spine. And then exhale, drinking bird. Come high up onto the toes. Arms will sweep back. And then come to half staff. I'll face you. Left knee is up and in this time. Root down through the right heel. Then take your left foot to the top of your right leg and flex your left toes. So ideally, left knee points down so that the hips are square. And then you can bring one hand into heart center. And if you feel solid on this side, both hands through heart center. Toes flexed helps. And fold forward. And gently place your hands onto the mat. And then come up onto your right toe, drop your heels. Left toes stay flexed. Hands come to either side. Gaze is set. One hand comes to the heart, and maybe the other. Once you're done playing, reverse. Hands come back, straighten through that right leg. And come back, shoulders stack over the hips, hot tree pose. And exhale, foot comes to the floor. Release down into forward fold, take ragdoll. Grab opposite elbows, sway side to side. Lengthen through your spine. Bring ease into your shoulders, your arms, and your head. Release your hands and step back to downward facing dog. Take a big breath in, sigh it out. Reach your right leg high up to the sky. Then on your exhale, half pigeon. Right knee to the right wrist. Left leg is long. And press through the top of the left foot. And before you come into sleeping pigeon, see if you can try mermaid pose. Ground down through your right hip and take your left foot into the crux of your left elbow. This is a nice quad stretch for all that quad work we did. Bring your right hip down. And then gently release that side. Come to sleeping pigeon when you're ready. Reconnect with the fullness of your breath. And slowly rise, reach your right heel up and back. You can bend and stack your hips. You can flip your dog or come to wild thing. Take a little back bend here. Press your hips up to the sky. Right bicep comes over your ear. Release your upper body. And then sweep back to downward facing dog. On your inhale, left leg high. And half pigeon left side. Long through the right leg. Stay upright in the torso. And then try mermaid on this side. So bend the right knee and take the foot into the crux of the elbow. One side may be different than the other side. And take the quad stretch. And gently release that foot and come to sleeping pigeon. Palms can turn up to receive, to be open, and ready for something new. And hands will walk back. Come to three-legged dog, left leg high. Bend and stack open the hips. And then you can drop the lifted foot and come to flip dog on this side. Take the back bend. You can cactus on the top arm for a deeper stretch. Press the hips up to the sky. And come back to downward facing dog. And drop to your knees. Reach both legs out long in front of you. And then you can draw your flesh back so your sit bones root down. And inhale, arms high. Exhale for forward fold. You can grab for the big toes for the hot version. And flex your toes back towards your shins. Keep your back flat. So pull your heart forward and your shoulders down your back. You might not get as far, but you'll get a deeper stretch. And gently release, come all the way down onto your back. We'll take a figure four supine twist, plant the left foot down, right ankle comes up and over the left knee, then stamp that foot down to the side. Right arm reaches out, right knee reaches to the sky. And slowly draw the knees back to center, switch sides. Right foot plants, left ankle up and over the right knee. Figure four supine twist. Left arm reaches out. You can look over your left fingers. And unravel the legs and surrender into Shavasana. You've chosen to soften in your practice today. And bring this softness through to your final resting pose. Make your breath more expansive. And feel it give you an internal massage. And roll over onto your right or your left side. Use that bicep as a pillow. Draw your knees into your chest. And then with ease and grace, find an easy seat in the center of your mat. Keep your eyes fluttered closed and draw your thumbs to your third eye center. Take the softness that you cultivated here on your mat out into your life. Encourage you to use the easefulness that you feel right now to tackle any challenges that come up through your day or your week. Bring your thumbs to your heart center. The wild-hearted yogi in me loves the wild-hearted yogi in you. Namaste.